Guys, make sure you stay until the end. We want to share one good advice with you. If you make that simple mistake, you may end up spending thousands of dollars on parts and repairs, diagnostics that you may actually not even need. Make sure you stay until the end. We'll explain what we're talking about. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Mechanics. Today guys will be super helpful video if you have a Chrysler 300. We're talking about this generation here from year 2014 to year 2024. If you have one of those and you have message on the dash that says service electronic braking system, you wonder what causes that. It could be simple fix, guys. You may not need to replace any parts. Stay with us, we'll talk about that. It could be something more expensive. Hopefully that's not the case as well. We'll talk about that if you need to buy replacement parts too at a good price, quick shipping. That way do not waste money and time. We're going to share the information in the description of the video below, so let's start on it now. So guys, before we start, let us tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we guys do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, that way we can keep making these free videos. We show you how to fix engines, transmission, bodywork, fuses, relays, all that stuff guys. And if you need to buy cheap parts and tools at a good price, quick shipping, we'll put a link in the description of the video below. Guys, check out our YouTube channels. We have more than 15,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. If you have that warning message on the dash that says service electronic braking system, the first thing you want to check is the fuses for the braking system, because it could be simple fix. Then we will explain what else you need to check, guys. You wonder, okay, where they're located. So these fuses, guys, they're located under the hood on your Chrysler 300. So we need to go ahead and open it. You may have a V6, V8 engine. It should work for any engine. On the left side facing the engine, that's the passenger side of the vehicle, you have the fuse box, main engine fuse box. Press the tabs together, lift the cover up, and here guys, you're going to find a fuse box with a layout like this one here. Before we continue, let's explain quickly why it's always a good idea to test fuses and relays. Guys, it's very important to always test your fuses and relays. Why? Sometimes you may think you have a good fuse, guys. It's hard to tell. Look at those fuses, right? And sometimes, okay, you pull the fuse. Okay, I'm going to get the fuse puller and I'm going to remove one fuse. I want to show you on that 20 amp fuse. Sometimes it's very unclear if that fuse is burned or not. You may not clearly see it. So always, guys, test them, because if you don't test the fuse, you assume it's good. You end up spending money, time and diagnostics for problems that do not exist, guys. So you can just waste your money and time. Always test your fuses, always test relays. We will put links in the description of the video below where you can find, guys, a video for testing a fuse and testing a relay that will explain everything that you need to do. If you guys need to buy any parts, tools for your Dodge Ram, fuses, relays at a really good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste money and time, we're going to put a link in the description of the video below for your convenience. Please check it out. So guys, here what we need to check, guys. Okay, specifically we need to check coming in that row of fuses. That's fuse 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuse number 5. Fuse number 6 will need to be checked. Those are the main fuses, but also you will need to check fuse 39 and fuse 36. So 5, 6, 36, 39. Now, if that doesn't cause the problem, okay, I want to show you what else can easily cause the problem, guys. Chrysler 300, Dodge Charger and Dodge Challenger are built on the same platform. Almost everything is about the same, how they function. You see right here, that's your brake paddle, guys, the brake paddle here. If you press the brake paddle, on the brake paddle arm right here, you have that device that's known as a brake light switch. Every time I press the brake paddle, check it out, how it moves, right? Okay, so that switch, if it malfunctions, you can get that warning message as well. Another thing, check the connection. Sometimes you may need to calibrate that switch. Calibrate brake light switch. If you want to see how to calibrate brake light switch or test brake light switch, we'll have the video on the channel. Next, you need to, guys, even if you buy a new one, if you had a problem, you may still need to calibrate it in order to work correctly. Another thing, right here, guys, the steering wheel. In the steering wheel now, okay, you see where the steering wheel turns, you're going to have clock spring and a steering angle sensor. That's what it looks like. So that allows you guys, okay, to transfer the signal, wire signal, from the steering column to the steering wheel. You can see these wires here. and that's where the steering angle sensor is located. Bad steering angle sensor can cause that warning as well. If you had front and even rear alignment, if you had alignment done, you replaced suspension parts on your vehicle, anything like that, that might require you to reset, calibrate the steering angle sensor, and that message may go away. Sometimes you may need to just, guys, clear the codes, and that can fix it as well. Another thing, on every wheel on your Chrysler 300 you have ABS sensor that detects how fast each tire is going, and these sensors, guys, they're exposed to elements such as brake dust, heat from the brakes, cold, water, snow, sleet, mud, dirt, all kind of stuff. Eventually they do fail. We've seen that happen quite often on higher mileage vehicles, and guys, when that fails, that can trigger that warning as well. You have 4 of them, 1 on each tire. If you want to see how to test ABS sensor or which ABS sensor is better, we'll have a video on the channel that will teach you all about that. Next thing, guys, okay, you hope that's not the case now. That's the ABS traction control module, the computer here. That's the whole assembly, the computer with the brake pump and the traction body here. Now, valve body here. Guys, when those fail, usually it's either the pump or the computer. Most of the times it's a brake module, ABS brake module, known as ABS traction control module. You will need to replace it with a matching number or the newer number that covers yours as well, but you need to program it. We'll have a video on the channel how to program ABS and traction control module for any of you needing help with that. Next, you have that sensor under the center console. That's known as the traction control yaw sensor, yaw rate sensor. I think, how you spell that thing? I think YAW rate sensor. It detects how fast the vehicle is going forward, backwards, left, right, upwards, down, or downwards as well. So if that fails, you can get that warning as well, guys. Now, multiple things can cause it, and the best way to find out is get a scanner connected, read the information, and go from there. But guys, those are some of the most common things that we see that trigger that warning message on Chrysler 300. So guys, that generation Chrysler 300 has all kinds of different size of fuses, guys. You can see different fuses, relays. That's the engine fuse box, that's the trunk fuse box. Those could be really hard to find, some of them, guys. And if you're in the middle of nowhere, you need a replacement, you cannot get one, you may be stuck, guys. So we will recommend to buy some, put in the glove box for peace of mind, keep some spare ones. We'll put a link in the description of the video below where you can get them at a good price, quick shipping. That way you do not waste money and time. Hopefully the video was helpful, guys. Thank you for watching, see you next time.